Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. So happy to be here with you to start another week. This is Fall 3D Projects Week, and you guys know how much I love 3D projects. We are going to have the best time together working on these fun projects. So today I have a Ghirardelli square matchbook, and they're very, very simple to make. You can make a ton of these, and they are such a statement piece, I think. So we're using the Layering Leaves stamp set, and we're using the For You in there. I only stamped this particular seed pod over here, and I already have that stamped and ready for us. We're going to do a little punching, a little gluing. The designer series paper that I'm using is the Garden Walk. There's such beautiful colors in this pack on both sides. And this is the print that we're using, and this is the back side. We're going to be using both of those. All right. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I don't know where that came from, but let me get a drink of water. And hopefully I will not hiccup my way through this through this video. We're also using the second size of stylish shaped circles, the second smallest. And I think I already have that cut out. I'm hoping. If not, I will have to die cut that out. I think I actually don't have it cut. So let's get our circle out and we'll get our mini machine. See, it's this one right here. All right, so let's do that first. Let's stamp our word For You. And this is being stamped in garden green ink onto a piece of crumb cake. And it doesn't matter if it's wonky, it's a circle, right? So we can straighten it any time we need to. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my stamp. I've already stamped the little pod, but let me grab the, let me show it to you. Let's grab the mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine and we will die cut out this circle. All right. So there are this little guy here, and you're gonna use plate number 1 and then 2 number 2s. Let's move this stuff out of the way. All right, so let's open this up. And we're gonna put plate number 1 and the plate number 2 that has been lovingly cut onto. And then we're gonna add our little circle. And I am gonna use a Post-it note flag. I like to use those. And that way I know that my piece is cut out exactly how I want it. All right, so that should be good there. All right, we're gonna cover our other piece on top, and then we're gonna just give it a crank through our machine. All right, slide it back. And when we take our Post-it note off of here, put it away. I couldn't remember if I had cut it out ahead of time to stamp in or not. So see, it doesn't matter if it's crooked because since it's a circle, it could be straightened very easily. All right, let's get rid of that. And let's move our mini machine out of the way. I love this little guy. I have the big one and the small one. The little one is perfect for taking on the go. All right, so let's do a little punching with our bow punch. We're gonna punch this punch out. The flower pod was punched out of this piece here, okay? So we're gonna do 1 in Wild Wheat and 1 in Garden Green. So there's the one. Let's get another piece. These are just scraps that I had of paper. of the cardstock, garden green and wild wheat. All right, let's toss this. All right, we're done with our punch. All right, let's move all of our parts and pieces. This is what we're gonna decorate the front with. We don't need to do that right now. I'm gonna put on top of that ink pad. So we have a piece of cherry cobbler, and it is 5.5 inches by 2 1/4. And we are gonna do a little scoring, okay? We're gonna score down the long side. And we are gonna score it at 1/2 inch and 3 inches. All right, 1/2 inch and 3 inches. You guys by now know scoring is my life, right? Give this a little score. One's gonna come in and one's gonna come out. This is how we form our little piece, okay? We're gonna do a little bit of embellishing as well. So we're gonna use 2 pieces of the DSP. I'm gonna use the back side to wrap my candy, and the front side is going to go right here on the front of our piece. So let me grab my silicone mat, move the bone folder out of the way. And we are gonna glue on this front panel our piece right here. This piece is 2 1/4 by 2 inches. And we're gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of wet adhesive. All right. Perfect. All right. This piece is going to wrap around our Ghirardelli chocolate square. So this is the dark chocolate, 60% cacao chocolate, and we are going to wrap our belly band around our chocolate piece, okay? And so what I'm going to do is just literally wrap this around like this and like this. And we're going to join it. So what I'm going to do is, while I have it wrapped, I'm going to put a line of adhesive down this side right here, and then a line on this side, because they're not going to meet up in the middle. They're going to overlap, and that's going to give us a nice position, a nice hold on our candy, just like that. I'm just going to hold on to it for a second till it bonds. All right, and there is our little chocolate square. Isn't that cute? All right, so now for the inside, we are gonna turn this piece up, and we are gonna attach the wrapper of our chocolate in that piece and cinch it right there. That's what's gonna hold it in place, okay? And we're gonna use a staple, and I'm just gonna use one. This happens to be blue. I just thought blue would be pretty with this red. But you could use a silver staple, and you don't want to staple it too high up, because you're going to be able to you need to tuck in our cardstock. So right about in the middle, or a little lower than middle, okay? Like that. And then this piece here is going to come up and around, and it's going to tuck underneath that piece. If you're having a hard time getting it to move, what you want to do is, even when your chocolate's attached, you could do this. You're going to take your bone folder and you're going to curl your piece. That's going to give it that curve to wrap it around that chocolate piece and slide it into place. And then you're not going to have any problem. See that nice little curve on there? It won't smush your chocolate or anything. All right, let's do some decorating. See how quick and easy this project is. I love this bow punch and the layering leaves. I did do an entire week of layering leaves projects, so if you missed those, you can catch the playlist on my website. Just go to YouTube and search in the search bar Inky Hands Warm Hearts. When my channel comes up, you want to click on my picture. It'll take you directly to my channel, and then there'll be a menu there, and across the top you're going to look for playlists, and then you'll see I have a bunch of playlists by stamp set, and you will take those playlists and find the one for layering leaves, and that is what you will use. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of wet adhesive on the back of these pieces here. And I have one going one way, one going the other, so that they will show rather nicely. We're gonna put the wild wheat one in the very back. So we're gonna put that one here, and you want the stem to be under where it's gonna be tucked underneath this circle, okay? And so then this one's gonna be off to the side a little more sideways, like that, okay? And then we're gonna tuck this little flower pot, I like to call it, because it looks like it's open and that the little seeds have fallen. I want to tuck that in right about there. All right, this piece here is going to get dimensionals, so I'm going to clean off my mat. I always keep a baby wipe next to me ready to go, so we'll clean our mat with that. Put our glue away, we don't need that anymore. And we're going to grab a dimensional or 2 or 3. I know this is a small circle, but you got to do what you got to do. And those of you who know me are not shocked that I put 3 on this tiny circle. But I like to make sure that the things that I make are secured for the people that I am giving them to. All right, so now we're going to cover this little area with our circle. Just like that. And I would open it and put your fingers onto your circle and press it into place. And if you want to write a message, or you want to do these as wedding favors, or, you know, whatever kind of favor you want, you could write a little message back here. You could print something on the computer and then put it behind the chocolate. These are really easy to make, and you can make a bunch of them fairly quickly. All right, let's move our silicone mat out of the way and our baby wipe. I think I have a little glue on my punch. I must have touched it with a gluey finger. All right, so again, what did we use to make this? We used Stylish Shapes circle there. We used the bow punch, which coordinates with the layering leaves. You could have stamped one of these and punched them out as well. I chose not to. And I hope that you enjoyed this project. It's a quick and easy fall project, and stay tuned with me the rest of the week, where you'll see the rest of my fall 3D projects. If you join my membership group, you'll have 2 additional projects. So I do email out in a newsletter 2 video tutorials a week to my members. It's a $7.99 cost, and you get an entire month for $7.99. So cheaper than buying 1 Starbucks. So I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If you go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, you're going to scroll until you see my photo, and directly under my photo, there's a little button that says contact me. Click that and you can send me an email. I'd be happy to reach out to you and answer any questions that you have. But the membership information is located on my website as well. You would go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com and click on memberships. All right, guys, thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Share my video with your friends. Leave me comments. Let me know what you thought of this cute project, and I will talk with you soon. Thanks for being here. Happy stamping.